Hey guys, this is another Holy Spirit testimony, Holy Spirit power testimony. So, 2017 around, when all this stuff was happening, I'm going to say 2 months or so after first contact, maybe a month after first contact, month and a half. I had a friend. Her name was Natasha, and she was a bouncer over at the club down here. And she's a big girl. We call her the Amazon. And if she's out there, she knows who I am. I lost her number years ago when I changed phones. I saved her number to the phone, and I couldn't. I didn't save it to the email link. So when you change phones and you upload everything, you don't get it. Anywho, I tried tracking her down because I wanted to get her on camera also, same way as Diaz. But I couldn't find her. She don't work there no more, and I can't remember where she lived. So went down to the club and just said hi to her, and it was after hours, so I gave her a lift home, and I was telling her about all these experiences, and I didn't know what to make sense of things, right? These orbs of white fire coming up and hanging out and flashing all the time, and they showed up for Betty and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? I wasn't able to make too much sense of it, and so I was just asking her what she thought about it, right? So as we're outside the car, and I'm telling her about it, I'm like, yeah, so these, and as I was pointing, so these UFOs coming out and flashing at me, and literally right where I was pointing, one just comes out and goes like that, and I stopped talking, right? I stopped talking, and I'm waiting for her reaction, and then she's like, Eric, did you see that? And I'm going, yep, I'm just making sure that you did. And she's just like, oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm like, they come out all the time, and I surrendered, and I don't, what's going on? I've never, what? And she's just like, whoa, that's crazy. And after they flashed at her, she was able to see the manifestation of the Holy Spirit. So the smoke. So when I'm in that mode, when I'm in vivid vision mode, I see a lot of smoke, and you can play with the smoke, and you mess around with it. You can physically feel it, and I can see it. I see it vibrating, and you can see it come around. You can see it touching people. You can send it out of your hand. It's almost like imagination, using your imagination, but it's real because other people can see it. So it's hard to believe, guys. It really is. So as I'm telling her this, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna practice. We're gonna try this stuff out. So I had her sit right next to the car, and I'm on the wall, and so I envision a beam down of fog, right? So I envision a beam down of fog surrounding her, just vibrating her and making her feel great, right? And she's just like, she felt it. It was just like a beam down, like a fog, just like vibrating all around her from coming up from the top. And I'm asking her, I'm like, can you feel that? And she's like, yeah. And her shoulders were up like this, and she felt all these goosebumps and crazy stuff, and then I'm like, okay, we're gonna try this, all right? And then I come out, and I'm like, okay, I see the fog coming out of my hands, and it starts hitting her as well. My impression and what I was trying to do is just make her feel good, right? Just make her feel happy, and so she was feeling that, and I was testing the Holy Spirit power that way. And this is her words not mine. So she says, Eric, this is straight up Merlin crap. Well, she didn't say crap, but she said, the curse words. And she's a witness, and this was me testing out the Holy Spirit power in the beginning, and trying to make sense of things. And when you read, like in the Old Testament, that in the temples, God came down as a cloud. God came down as smoke and filled up the temple. Even with Moses, God interacted with Moses and his people as a smoke, a cloud. So this is biblical stuff that I've been trying to understand, but as time progressed, it started making more sense. Because the visions that I see, they're biblical. I just thought that they were BS, right, at first, but they're biblical. They're the revelations. They're real things, guys. So that is the testimony of Natasha, and she's out there. She needs to hit me up, because I'd like to get her testimony on camera with this, because I haven't seen her probably in 2020, 2019, right? Probably around that time. We'll say 2020. And anywho, but all this stuff was more impacting for me because it was testing. You know what I mean? It was me testing it, and other people are experiencing it. So even though it was pretty impacting for her, she saw crazy stuff that you don't see, but it was more impacting for me because all what God was doing. So I wanted to tell you guys that. Talk to you later, guys. Y'all take care.